toast, give them a rose while they still alive. I'm feeling like Will, I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I was a blessed with no one who fell. Don't know how it feels, I wanted to flex, they told me to chill. I'm making a flip, my life is a flick.
In your face.
56, the mic, boys, 56, check 56.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
With a quick throw complete out to the right. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down, it's Prescott. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Will Fuller.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First down, Seattle.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make moves.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Third and long for Prescott. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Toss left to Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, Use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On second down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Here's Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And goal.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This one complete to Scott Miller, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
56, Mike, 56.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
On 24-yard line.
Come on,
1st and 10, Prescott. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
You got to love it, baby. Give me some more.
Returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
For the
second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this one to Galladay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. 7 yards the pick up there.
Complete to Will Fuller. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 first down for Seattle. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19.
It's a gain of
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First down.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Prescott's pass.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's going to wind up and air down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, defense.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Harris on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
For the extra point.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And this one through the uprights and good.
Seahawks 24, Buccaneers 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Throwing, Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 42. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Bucs take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot except the defender was not his intended target.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
14.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete
to number 20.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 17-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Score Seahawks 24, Buccaneers 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Again, it's Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
This is out quickly to the right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? The Seahawks on third down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Result of the play. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid. Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back. Number 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down. You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. And that will be incomplete. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is Harris. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. At their own 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's got Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way. And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's into the clear. 20. Booyah! And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
For the point after.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Dak's going to keep it on the option. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Prescott. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially